This podcast features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
What? Did you just teach this bird how to speak?
Yeah.
He built an ark.
It was a correspondence course.
He built an ark.
Right before we die or he dies?
He said right before he died.
Right before he died. Okay.
Yes. Does he dwell within this ark now?
No. Into the ark. He poured all his wealth and all his power.
Okay. Where is that?
In the dungeon. In the dungeon.
Do we just walk up and get it, or is there a trap? Or
No, first we kill all the Nazis.
You see,
Now we get the Ark.
to each side of the Hallister statue is an old stone door that blends in pretty well with the walls. There's one to his left and one to his right.
On either side of the statue?
Yes. The other thing you notice about the statue is that its arms, it seems to be holding them outstretched. Staff in one.
Doors, or?
Almost like it's trying to just sort of spread its arms protectively toward the doors, but also kind of reaching out a little bit, almost like, he wants to give you a big fat hug or something.
So one hand has a staff and the other hand has what?
Has a raven, the raven's on the staff. His other hand, you can see, is kind of held out in a gesture that would be almost like welcome.
Okay, guys. I've known some people who are less than ethical, right? And when you con someone, right? You bait the trap with typically, I would say, like wealth and power, right?
You're saying that this is an archetypical trap. You're saying that this is like, if you were to get a book about making traps, this material like this would be covered very early on.
Yes, this would be in the prologue.
I think it's obviously a puzzle. I think the solution is that the hand that is open and welcoming is probably pointing at the door that we should go through. I think that's obvious.
That would be the door to your right.
Yeah. I don't know why it would be anything else.
Yeah. Is this friendly?
Now, when you're looking at that map, are you singing and like bringing it up so all of us can see it? Because I noticed that Omin looked over at your map.
I would say.
Do you have to hold a note while we look at it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, pluck, pluck, pluck.
Yeah, I don't have the loot out. I can just hum this up.
Well, we've got the map. What's behind these doors?
It looks like we're going to end up with snow and sand if we take the left-hand one. Is that the one with the staff?
Yes.
The left-hand one does have the staff.
How about the right one?
The right one, it's just kind of into the rest. This is kind of a convoluted... well, here's the thing. It doesn't look like...
Fruit flies.
And the frog temple to this side.
He has a room dedicated entirely to snakes.
I hate snakes.
This is 100%.
I hate snakes.
I actually collect frogs. I don't talk about it a lot, but I have a pretty good collection. A lot of porcelain.
My
frogs.
gut...
Salt and pepper shakers.
Salt and pepper shakers.
My gut tells me that if we head this way, we're going to have to withstand these rooms. It's like these are not treasure rooms.
Well, unless you really like sand, like
Or
if you
snow,
wanted to do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Wealth and power. Good stuff.
Guys, the secret to the riddle is that both doors are trapped, so it doesn't matter, and I open the right door.
All right.
I vote right as well.
I'm
Okay,
Binwin.
he
I
has-
kick the door down.
he has
Can
a
I kick the door
good place.
down?
Sure, you can make a
stone
strength check.
Hell yeah, I can. Okay, come on, baby. +3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 17.
All right. Boom! You hit it good and hard. You are rebuffed. You feel like there's a magical presence keeping that door in your grill. It does not want to budge.
There we go.
Whoa.
Can I...
Give us a hug. Give us a hug.
A gold
What?
piece?
Give us a hug.
Give
Give us a hug.
And I'll go...
And hang on, Bird. I hand V a gold piece.
Thanks. And then maybe I'll take a copper piece out and put it in his...
Hand.
in his hand. I said, brace yourselves, everybody.
All right. You sort of set it in his hand, and there it sets.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then I'll put the gold piece in instead.
All right. It just sits in the palm of his hand.
Well, I have a scarf. We can dress him up.
Well, wealth and power. Staff is power, wealth, money.
Okay,
All right,
that was pretty good.
I am going to I mean, you mentioned that there was something magical keeping this door shut. And
Yeah.
obviously I've seen him bust through enough doors to probably know that there's something weird about this one. Can I just make a check and see if I can determine what sort of spell it is? 17.
You believe that a mighty barrier, a magical barrier, has been cast upon the door. You do not believe that you possess the magic to tear it down.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
You don't say so
Did
openly.
you for real
Yeah.
make the crow able to talk to us? Because I just don't want to be confused about it.
Yeah, I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. Because he just said, give us a hug.
Yeah.
Okay, so Binwin, you should hug this statue.
I'll check it. Does it look like, because if a bunch of these shards have come down here and all of them have hugged him to move through, then the statue is going to be kind of buffed, you know?
Although, just to be clear, you don't think anybody's come down here.
No, this is fresh.
True.
You believe, yeah.
Oh, right. That's
fresh.
a
All right.
I turn around and say, this way is impossible. No wizard, no matter how mighty, could possibly pass through this door. The portal is sealed forever and all times.
So we gotta go. And we can still make happy hour.
Yeah.
What's the other side like? Does the left-hand door look portaled up as well? Or is there
Hard
like
to tell.
a handle
I'm
on
gonna
it?
check-
There's
the other door for
visible
heat.
effect. All right.
That's Jack dice,
That's Jack
right?
dice.
Can we agree that that's Jack dice?
Yep.
It fell into the dip.
15.
Yeah, you go over to that door. Jim sort of does a cursory examination, pats things out, and realizes both doors are held shut.
Exactly.
Okay.
Impassable.
Okay.
Good try, guys.
We have a statue of a wizard, staff in one hand, open hand in the other,
Wealth and power.
wealth and power, and a bird saying, give us a hug.
Yeah, you have to hug this statue. There's no way around this.
When you say you, do you mean like
Binwin.
the royal you?
No,
like
I mean
one
Binwin
would-
Bronzebottom of the Bronzebottom clan.
I need to go
Right
hug
now,
this statue.
hug the statue.
All right, and I hug the statue.
All right.
What?
It's getting weird.
Uh,
I take a picture with my cell phone.
I do a backflip.
all right. You hug the statue. Nothing adverse happens to you.
Oh
See?
God.
Okay. Did you mean it though? Was that like did you really get in there?
Did
Or?
we hear a click or any of the doors? seem-
Okay.
Yeah. Did you bring it in?
Maybe it's wealth and power. Do you have something you could do to the staff side? We got a gold coin here in the one hand. Can you do power on the other side?
I can do a pretty mean rope trick.
Sure. Just like focus it on that other side if that's what
Let me think here.
we're going for here.
Minor illusion. Yeah, I'm gonna make it appear as though the staff is pulsing with magical energy.
All right. It glows. The raven lifts off of the statue and perches on your shoulder.
Whoa.
Free
What's
raven.
up, bird?
Yeah, that's a free raven, man. This is an
Hello.
incredible offer.
You just found a familiar.
Here. So now go walk to the door. Is the raven a key of some kind?
I walk over to the door on the right and put my hand against it as to push it open.
All right. There's a handle you'll want to probably.
Oh yeah, whatever.
All right. It
mechanism
opens.
I need to.
Hey.
Hey, click. I was wrong. You can open it.
Yeah, we couldn't have opened it before.
Yeah.
It's like a bank vault.
Yep.
Opens at very specific times. All right.
Beyond, you see a passageway that goes on down for about 40 feet, and it's a 10-foot wide square passageway that bends to the left at the end. No surprise there.
Okay.
All right. So we round the corner.
So I'll turn that corner.
Well done.
I like this bird.
You know what? He's staying.
And then we come to a door, right?
Yep. This door appears to be made of iron reinforced wood.
I listen at the door.
Okay.
And it says also that I'm watchful.
Yep.
So when I'm on watch, a minimum roll of 10 on intelligence or wisdom checks to listen or spot.
Yeah, you can
I'm
take
on,
that.
I'm on watch.
Yep. You roll, and you never get less than a 10.
16.
All right. You do not hear anything on the other side. The crow, however, says, "Wizards! Wizards!"
That's right. I am a wizard. This bird is super smart.
This is one of the smartest birds I've ever seen.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to get my head in the game and I need to scour this thing for
The door?
traps.
Okay.
The kit comes out.
No, I'm going to give it the once over. I'm not going to necessarily
glass.
douse it out, but
Okay.
I'm not going to how about let's none of us touch any handles or buttons and
Give me 5 minutes.
I would hate for something to happen to y'all, you know, I would feel really bad about that.
I
True,
like
think you would
this.
feel bad.
You can give the door an intelligence check.
This is a specialist art.
Now I got a 9 + 1 intelligence 10. Now I've got like proficiency with thief stuff.
So you
but-
roll an extra d6.
Oh, that's right. My
Yeah,
my
your
dexterity
expertise die.
expertise die.
Chris, you proud of me? I read it.
Yeah.
Okay, so only 11.
11.
Okay.
I would not put your tongue on this because if it were really cold,
There isn't
your
even
tongue
a
would
lock
It
on
would
this
stick
door.
on that area.
Yeah.
It seems pretty ordinary.
Okay. This is the sort of door that it's best if a dwarf opens it.
Oh, I've seen those
In my
before.
experience.
We encounter a lot of these doors.
Yeah, in our experience, it's 95% of doors.
You gonna
fit
try to
that
handle this
category.
time, Binwin? Or you gonna kick it
I'll
open?
be no. I'll open it, but I'll be straight with you, man. Normally, we don't have someone with your skills with us, and I find traps by stepping in or falling on them. But I like this. I think we're gonna make a good team.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Let's wait
Yes.
until after we open the door
No, I mean
for
he's
you to
pretty much
express
said
that
it's
sentiment.
100% safe.
Yeah, it's yeah. At this point, you could eat
That's
this.
what I'm
yeah.
getting.
So
Yeah, it's an
I
edible door.
Just walk
open
right
the door.
in.
Okay. When you open the door, you see a mostly featureless rectangular room. There are 3 other exits. Basically, there are 4 doors, 2 across from one another, set into the north and south walls. In the middle of the room, you see 2 small tables. On one table is a tiny gilded cage with a little man inside it, and he appears to be alive. On the other table is a decanter, a crystal decanter containing a gray fluid.
This looks like a
And you
wizard.
hear a voice, you hear a voice in your mind, Binwin, and it says, "Free me."
That's probably a liquid.
Dad.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. I get a -1 on my wisdom throw.
That's not great.
Don't worry, guys.
That's not a good roll either.
I rolled a 3,
All right.
and I
Minus
subtract,
1.
and I subtract a 1
Oh,
because my wisdom is so low.
Binwin starts to move into the room.
Are his movements mechanical in nature or stiff?
Yeah, he does not have control of his actions. He seems to be moving like a puppet.
Am I aware? Like, can I say, guys?
Yeah.
I would.
No, Binwin, no.
Can you pull that trick that you used on me
Yeah.
earlier and hold him?
I have every intention of doing so.
Guys, I'm not.
I'll
in control of
dart
my own
in-
body.
Let us roll initiative to
Yeah.
see who
Okay.
acts next.
Guys, it's like high school. I'm not in control of my body. What is it with rolling 3s? Who bought these dice for me?
10.
17.
17.
That's better.
6.
4.
4. All right.
That's
I'm
appropriate,
assuming
I
I
go
don't get that dex expertise die for initiative
No.
because that would be broken.
That would be the best.
But Viari, you get to act first.
Okay,
You're the quickest to respond.
I will. I'll dart in front of Binwin and say, Binwin. You know whatever
Can
it
you
is,
see me?
whatever it is you're doing. Listen to my voice. You know,
I'm with you,
Is he
man.
just walking right through me?
Yeah, I'm going to stop.
I'm with you.
Well,
I'm not
you're able to get in
controlling.
front of him.
Okay.
He does seem to be sort of lumbering forward regardless, but it's not technically not his turn yet. But it looks like that he's just going to, probably push you down.
Which table is he walking toward?
He's walking toward the crystal decanter table.
What?
So,
Okay,
can
I was making a joke.
Can I hold an action, like effectively? If like I'll hold it,
Yeah.
and when his action rolls around, if these guys haven't fixed that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to like grab him and restrain his movement.
Absolutely. And that takes us to Omin.
All right. So he's walked around in front of him.
Yeah. And you get the sense that Binwin's just going to keep moving.
Right. Like maybe straight through.
You're not sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna reach down. He's sort of lumbering forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna rush up behind him.
Yep.
And then
Welcome nerve pinch.
just trip with my silver mace. I'm just gonna reach it underneath the front of his foot and just trip him.
All right. Then I would like you to make a strength check
That's terrible.
opposed by
That's what I
your
describe as a
strength
nightmare.
or dexterity, whatever you prefer.
Why didn't you use the whole
This is-
person?
This is
Welcome
what
to
we
the
call
Nightmare Zone.
this
I
is what
have
we
a million
call
of those.
a context.
I'd rather use it on a knowledge.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yep.
Just to be fair in the context of the story, I have a better chance of resisting with my strength.
Yes.
I have, so it would behoove me as a character or as a player
Yes.
to roll for dex. But if I'm not in control of my will,
Right.
wouldn't.
Strength.
Okay.
Is he not in control of his body or his own will?
Oh!
Sorry, Jerry.
He still
What do you got?
doesn't have control of
I
his.
rolled a crit.
Well,
I
it's
rolled
his
a
will that's
19,
being affected.
And then I
Okay.
get to add
But
3
he's
to
not
that.
in a
so
daze,
it's like
he's
a 22.
Ooh.
He's sturdy.
I got a.
Whoa! Natural
What is that?
20!
Wow.
Holy crap!
Holy
Jerry
crap.
just rolled a 20.
23.
Oh, way to beat the dwarf.
Whoa!
You don't
hang
see
on.
that very often.
Hang on. Did you just beat Binwin Bronzebottom at a test of strength
Yeah, and intellect.
Well,
23.
with a natural 20?
I did not fuck it up.
Who the fuck are you and what have you done with
This
Jerry?
is crazy. I am elated. I could not be more pleased.
Holy smokes!
All right,
is that,
well,
the
anyway,
amazing.
first, is that the first 20 you've rolled? during
Ever in your
this?
life?
maybe no, they're rare. But yeah, so I just catch him with the end of the mace.
So
Just-
Binwin, good news
just-
is you made it to room 2 before you face planted.
A record.
But they'll have to kill because he'll have to get up
Yes.
while he's down.
So there's this loud clatter, crash as this armored dwarf falls on his face. And actually, you're pretty grateful that
Thank
you did
you.
All right, I'm just gonna sit down on him,
that. All right, you do that.
and I'm gonna direct
Jim, you're up.
V and Jim to figure out whatever wizard bullshit is going on these tables.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the little man in the cage.
He looks like a little robed wizard, and he's holding the bars. And when you get close, you can hear he's talking to you, but his voice is so tiny you can barely hear him.
So I'm gonna lean down. I'll put my face right next to the cage, and I'm gonna say, "What's up, little man?
My cage is locked.
Your cage is locked."
Let me out.
Okay. Who put you in here, little guy?
Professor Darkshroud.
Oh, he sounds like a real asshole. Have you always been this small?
No,
All right.
I was made this small by magic.
Do you know anything about this gray fluid on the other table?
That's Glomdrot. He's another wizard.
Oh, so you got the better end of that deal.
No shit.
Oh, wow, so they've both been trapped in here.
All right. Can you hold tight? Can you sit tight for just a minute?
Okay.
So I come back to you guys and I say, yeah, so he was a wizard. Somebody shrunk him, put him in a cage. This goo is also a wizard.
Kill him.
Right. And so the first.
All right, and it is actually your turn, Binwin.
Well, I guess all I can do is try to break free of this, right?
What does he snap? Did he snap out of it?
Actually, I'm going to let you make another saving throw to try to break the effect.
Versus wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, no, I didn't.
All right, you still feel this compulsion to get up. So
It's just
yeah,
fun.
now it would be an opposed strength check, opposed by Omin, who's sitting on top of you.
No, but is he at a bad advantage because I'm literally sitting on a prone person?
You know, that's a really good idea. Make yours a disadvantage.
Okay. So my first roll was a 7.
Yep.
My second roll was an 8. So I guess I take the 7.
Yeah. Huh.
So 10.
10.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting. Now,
Since I had a held
No.
action,
Lay down.
okay. If the
Throw a few
contest
dice.
ends in a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest.
I love it.
All right. Then we come to. We're back at the top.
okay,
All right, so it's two wizards.
So he said his cage was locked.
right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's a right choice, a right person to let free here, and a bad choice to let
There's
free.
no. This is. I don't think this is like Saw. I mean, I think that it's entirely possible that both of these choices are terrible.
Yeah,
Well,
I
listen,
mean,
That's true.
somebody thought that they were,
Clever.
clever, but we have not checked the rest of the doors here.
Right.
Like, we might not have to interact with these two losers at all.
But we don't
No
know
offense.
if they're good wizards or bad wizards. They could be trapped because they're terrible people.
Yeah. They could have been
People
set
get
up.
put in prison for a reason.
Well, here's the reality: is that one of them has already tried to
Attempting
ensorcel our
yeah.
dwarf.
And to be fair, the person who put them here was called Dark Shroud.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he says.
So keep that in mind.
Says
Yeah.
dark
I've
magic.
been ensorcelled.
Jim, that could be Professor Darkshroud in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it could be.
Here, let me
there's a lot
talk
we
to
don't
him.
know.
Let me
V,
talk
can
to him
you
for a
handle
second.
this? Can you?
Right. I'll go over there and
Parlay,
I
you
say,
good?
You're talking to the little guy?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, so why'd you get put here? I'd love to help you out, but my friends, they're not so into it.
Professor Darkshroud is crazy.
Okay, fair enough. But can you give me a little more? I mean, did you like date his sister? What happened here?
Did you date his sister?
It's a common wizard problem.
He says, she's a lich.
Oh,
Okay, well.
can I do
That's,
sense
listen, I say, listen,
motive
that's,
here?
I'm not judging. I mean, I don't, whatever.
Whoa, we don't use those kind of words in our company.
Can I do sense
He's a
motive?
lich.
Is he like being straight up with me?
Go ahead. Make a wisdom check.
And I actually get my expertise die on. Now, is it wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom.
Womp womp.
Okay. 9.
You are not able to discern his...
Plus nothing.
You're not able to discern his true intentions.
Yeah. If I let you out of here, what are you going to do for us? Or them, rather. I mean, I would do it right now, but they are a little,
Whatever you want.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great deal. That's an incredible deal. Our own wizard?
So where is she? Is she down here?
Our own wizard? Wow! A real wizard on our team? What would that be like? Oh, Jinx, you owe me Coke.
It's a huge plus. So you think there's a...
I don't know.
I have a question I'd like to ask him. Can I just say, hey, don't let him out just yet?
No, I'm not jumping on that. Go
All
ahead
right.
and ask him.
Well, it's Jerry's.
It's
Yeah.
Jerry's turn.
Right. Is there any way I can try to secure my position? Can I use my turn to secure
Have you
my
bought
ownership
Rothfuss?
of this dwarf? Like, can I grab an arm and pull it around back? Like, is
Yeah,
there some way I can
yes.
try to improve my check
Yeah.
next time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you going to put him in a camel clutch?
Well, I
Spinning
want
cobra
to
clutch.
rock some kind of MMA.
The
Yeah.
hell is a camel clutch?
It's the people's elbow. Did I get you?
18.
Okay. Just keep that roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's trying to tangle you up while you're on the floor. Jim,
Try to help
Now,
you.
here it comes.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
I'll bear him to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay. I'm cool on this.
Oh! It's
Another
not Jack.
20.
Hey!
Jack.
All right.
That's a 20.
You feel again
Technically
this
it's
telepathic command from the gray sludge in the decanter commanding you to release it, but you resist.
Yeah, I send him back a telepathic "fuck you," and I walk over to the slime.
Yeah.
And can I communicate with him? Like, was that bond enough for me to be respond?
You think you've established telepathic
You can
contact.
send something back.
This is a telepathic ooze.
All right, so I'm like, hey, asshole, let go of my friend here.
They call me friend.
And by the way, Binwin, you no longer feel under the thrall of this creature.
Oh.
But Jim doesn't know that.
Oh, I don't
And he
know
says, I already have.
that. Oh, good deal.
Let me out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question though. Much depends on your
What?
answer. What do you think of this little guy in the cage?
Is there any trouble here?
Nemazark is a tool.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Nemazark.
Free me, and I, Glumdrat, will ensure your future.
You need better names. Both of those sound pretty
What's
nefarious.
your name?
Jim. Darkmagic. Maybe you've heard of me?
Darkmagic. I've never heard of you.
I tip it over.
It's like, oh no.
All right, the decanter smashes on the ground,
Oh,
and the ooze is free.
that's not what we wanted to do.
All right.
This guy's a jerk.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just might have let him loose.
Binwin, you're all tied up underneath Omin.
Loose.
As this ooze begins to spread out across the floor, and it starts to sprout grayish pseudopods.
Well, that's the worst kind of pot.
It's not even a real
It's not
pod.
even a real pot. God damn it, a second late. All right.
I got that before you did.
That's a real pause. God. Here. So,
Those are the best pods you can come up with.
But I'm still. It's
let
like
me
a
up,
Costco
let me
thing.
up.
It's like 24 pods to a case. It's like, come on.
I'm in control of my body again. Let me up.
Yeah, this is for your own good.
No,
Okay,
you
I
understand.
can't-
I'm in control of
I
my
cannot
body
trust
again.
you. I cannot trust you.
Omin.
Was he
All right.
talking before?
I go.
You make a strength check. Make a strength check. You have disadvantage.
I have disadvantage.
Yep, and you have to beat an 18.
Well, the first roll is a 20.
Oh yeah.
Second roll is a
Nice.
19.
Get off. Just get off. Get off.
Yes. Omin, you are thrown off.
I Bill Bixby.
Okay, that's your action.
Does this nefarious oozing pseudopod creature look menacing? I don't like to judge based on appearances. Does this kind
It
of
wants to
oozing,
be your friend.
Does this
No.
oozing thing look like it might be the source of future patronage for an aspiring musician?
V, is that rapier a reproduction? Is it primarily decorative in nature?
What ho!
It seems to have ill intent.
Okay, then yeah, I will flip over and attack.
All right.
Oh, that's actually pretty
So
cool.
I got a 5, and which I'm assuming is not going to hit.
Well, you never know. This thing is not particularly agile.
Okay, and an 18.
So, sorry, 5 was the first one?
Yeah, well, actually, it would be a 11.
11 is a hit.
Hey.
So they both hit.
Oh man, it's going to eat my stuff. You
Wait,
know,
well, listen, we don't know that.
I'm
Pokey pokey.
I'm
Give us your damage.
I'm into the fray. Dagger is 1 to 4. Rapier is 1 to 8. There it is.
Plus 1 damage from strength.
Actually,
he
it's
uses
dex.
dexterity.
yeah, they're finesse weapons. So I'm
Whoa!
okay. So that is all told 9 plus 8 is 17.
Fuck!
Wow. Okay. You deal it some grievous wounds. As you pull your weapons free, you see that its acidic nature is kind of dissolving and pitting parts of them. They're not destroyed, but
They are pitted.
they are pitted and damaged, which means
What ho?
that both weapons now take a -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Oof.
Oh.
Both weapons become shit-ass versions of their selves.
Yeah, so sort of corrodes them a little bit.
Okay.
But it does look really, really bad off. And it sends out a telepathic curse word in your direction.
So I'm
Pull
gonna
back.
beat the hell out of there.
You can get about half your speed away, so
Okay.
yeah.
So I do, and
Okay, so you have effectively disengaged. And that takes us to Omin. You are within about 5 feet of this
Right, so
oozy mass.
exactly. So I probably not. I'm not knocked down. I just got up. Right.
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, it was an ooze like this. You know what I mean? An ooze of this nature.
Ooze like Jagger.
He's got the okay.
He's got the ooze like.
You know, I want to be mad, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's pretty good.
I think it's great. Is it? I mean, it's bad, right?
Yeah, he said it was menacing us.
Yeah,
It had
it-
ill intent.
No, I mean like evil. Like obviously, it's trying to hurt us. I'm saying, is it a genuinely evil sort of creature? Like would be damaged